Okay, hello and good evening to you all. Latest with Nixie live follows very much shortly here, so do stand by. Of course, it is the YouTube version, episode number 10. And it is Saturday, the 26th of October 2024. Latest with Nixie starting soon. Stay with us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much shortly, in about under, of course, I would say, let's say about under a minute time, we will be, of course, going live to your nation, wherever you may be listening, whether it's in the UK or abroad, it doesn't matter. We have you covered here for about an hour or so, and yeah, we come off this channel after about an hour time, and we just simply relax here. We really, really do here. And of course, we have some videos that we are going to put in order today, apart from one that is missing that we played you yesterday. So yeah, we're going to have Letchworth Garden City first, and then of course the Linton, which is the one that was actually broadcast in 2021. But what we're going to do is we're going to skip it a little bit here. So we're going to have a little bit of my talk, and then, of course, we'll go straight to the bit that I really wanted to show you. So please do stand by. Okay, here we go. And, of course, yeah, where am I? Yeah. Oh, hang on. That wasn't meant to happen. So, am I here? Oh, no, it's not that. Where am I? Oh, dear, I've got to find myself here. So, yeah, let's take that off. That's it. Oh, it's a bit blurred here. Sorry about that. I need to clean the lens here. Hopefully it's a bit more clearer for you there. And ladies and gentlemen, let's move this microphone so it doesn't look like it's actually banging into me here. Very, very good evening to you all, and welcome to Latest with Nick C Live. And it is episode number 10, not 9 as it says on the screen here. Sometimes I, of course, forget to update it here, which I'm going to do now. So, of course, yeah, I have to date every single bit of it so that, of course, it's not out of date. Episode 9 was on the previous episode, so, of course, a massive welcome to the show here. We've got a brand new, of course, read to read, and it is the UCB word for today, written by Bob and Debbie Gass. And I'll tell you a little bit about it right in this minute here, what it says at the beginning of the booklet here. Based on a radio station, which is United Christian Broadcasters, based in Stoke-on-Trent. So, yeah, it's the Christmas edition here of 2024. I'll read you some segments from that very shortly. And, of course, yes, the UCB, United Christian Broadcasters, word for today is written by Bob and Debbie Gass. Bob passed away in 2019, but before he was promoted to glory, as Bob would have said, he began a long writing project which would mean this devotional could continue long after he was gone. Thanks to this planned provision, we believe that Bob's legacy will ensure that the UCB word for today will reach even more people in years to come than it has over the last 30 years. So they are celebrating the 30 years of the word for today, United Christian Broadcasters, which is based in Stoke-on-Trent, a volunteer-run radio station, which has 2 channels to it, and it's Christian-based. If you're interested in finding out a little bit more, there is contact details for that. And we will read you some segments from that, of course, in the show. And we'll be talking about other stuff as well along the way. So come and say hello in the chat. We're looking for people to come on the chat right in this minute here and come and say hello. Don't be shy whatsoever. Please do come in the chat and say hello. And support us any way you can by using the GoFundMe link, which is on the chat right now. It's pretty much thin on the ice here, as I would expect it to be. Very quiet at the moment, but it is a long way to go, because I tell you what, yeah, we are only the beginning. That is why I fill up the music first, and then of course we will try and get into the show. So yeah, live and in living color here. Let's of course spread the word here, and I want to thank some people that have watched the We Love Haverhill Live UK, which was of course earlier from KFC in Haverhill, and of course we found out that of course it was only doing takeaways and not eat-in. That's a little bit of a shame, really, to be honest with you. Oh, it's nice to drink something really, really refreshing. Or refreshing, as they say. Which we've actually got to 1.7k members on that group. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Touring With Us, which is this channel here. Hopefully we'll get more people tuning in towards the latter part of the show. And of course, we are 100% live. I just want to say hello to Oscar and his gang out there in Haverhill, and any others that are watching and listening right this minute here. Whether you're watching in the UK or, of course, far, far beyond. So, yeah, I'm going to try and, of course, spread the link wherever possible here. Yeah, I'm trying to flick it over here from to and fro here. And it's not easy to do that. Of course, you have to just keep on switching over here. Not like you used to. You used to be able to just go to the page without flicking over. I don't know if it's easier flicking over, but of course, yeah, that's one of those things here. Is it, of course, still going here? Oh, of course, yeah. It's frozen, maybe. I don't know what's happened here. Dear. So yeah, is it live on the air? Okay, yeah, it should be. So yeah, yeah, I'm still on air apparently. So that is the good news. We're still bang on air. So yeah, welcome along here. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Touring With Us, and next formerly known as Twitter and Instagram, and that is Touring With Us on Truth Social. Most of our programs are on that basis. So yeah, very, very good welcome to the show. And yeah, let me just wipe the lens a bit. Hopefully it's a little bit more clearer for you. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the lens here. Is that a little bit more clearer for you? Because, you know, that's better, isn't it? You can actually see me a little bit more clearer. I hope it's coming out okay. Okay, I can hear myself now, which is cool. So don't forget to subscribe to Touring With Us if you haven't already. And of course, if you're watching on replay, I always appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, sorry if we're showing you a blue screen here. But of course, in very much a few moments' time, we will go to the Letchworth Garden City video, which we done recently, just to remind everyone. So, yeah, we'll do that very, very shortly, in actual fact. So, a massive hello, whoever is joining in absolutely anywhere. Of course, yes, yeah, come and see us here on the channel. I'm actually going to try and share the word. Of course, the guys from earlier. I wonder if anybody will spot us from the Costa Coffee area. So yeah, Costa Coffee customers. I think our live stream was taken off earlier, or maybe not. Of course, we'll put that on. At least it was there. I don't know who is the admin of that group here, and of course, yeah. There we go. Right. Let's do this now. Right, okay. Just bear with me here. I just need to share the live somehow, but hopefully people can see it, which is quite cool here. Latest with Nick C is live, so hopefully people are able to see us on this group here. I'll do it very, very quietly. And I just want to thank those people who actually watched live, of course, at Costa Coffee in Haverhill recently. We might go live again, of course, next time around and have a chat with you guys there, because we were actually live in a Costa Coffee. So, yeah. Of course, yeah. What I'm actually going to do is talk about a place that actually might have a Costa Coffee. I'll have to double check on that, see if it does actually have a Costa Coffee in Letchworth Garden City, which was actually filmed on Tuesday, the 15th of October, 2024. Remember where you saw this. Just sprayed some of the stuff.
Oh no, I don't do cutlery.
And I had your gherkin.
I did a fork. Oh, you did a fork. I did a fork to find out a suit.
And that's on camera. That's funny. We got the free magnets in Letchworth Garden City. Finally arrived. Let's crack on and eat our food.
No. Let's eat some cows. Let's eat cats for the day.
Cats for the day? Or dead puppies? No, better not. Let's just watch EastEnders.
Yeah.
Where the writing is, on top of the door. Just leaving Cambridge to go to Letchworth Garden City. With him. Nicole, can you see it? Nicole? Can you see that writing?
They've got dash cams on their stuff.
Welcome aboard this service to London King's Cross. The next station is Foxton. Please keep your bags and personal belongings with you at all times. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sorted. Would customers wishing to leave the train at the next station that you can only alight from the front 4 coaches, as this station has a short platform.
Thank you.
This is coach number 8.
Cheers, folks. Thank you.
All right. All right. Let's do that.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, we're on a train on our way to Letchworth Garden City.
I'm going live. Look.
London King's Cross.
You're live. Oh, hello. She's doing a
Going
live for our channel. You can do that now.
I'm going live now.
Hello.
Live
see,
now.
Yeah.
Ready?
See how many people.
I'll tell you.
See how many people turn up on it.
Hello everybody, I am live. This is Nicole. She has YouTube and TikTok. Please follow her. One picture of me and then a picture of another TikTok picture of me. Yeah, I'm just going to turn the camera around and say hello. Hi guys.
Hello, I've just got your notification
Say
on
hi.
my phone that you're live.
Where
I
are we
can
off
watch
to?
you live if I want to.
Hello everybody, we're on a choo-choo. Sorry, I meant the train. Sorry, I apologise. Yeah, hello.
Hi.
You can speak to me on here, but no bullies, no lies, and it's going to be 18 plus.
Cool.
Do you understand? Good.
Look at the cars.
Oh, let's turn the camera on so you can see outside. Look. Oh, look. There you go. This is live.
Glad the weather's turned out okay.
You doing live or video?
I'm on video.
I'm live in it. I'm
I
actually
can go live if I wanted to. I could try it.
Look at the views, guys.
So we're going to come off the video
look
now.
At all those videos.
And I'm actually going to go
videos.
live.
You confused me
YouTube.
on there.
Oh, sorry.
All the views, guys. Look at these views. Can anyone
Let's
see
see
the
if I
views?
get any views on YouTube. If I go live. Right, we're going to come off my video now. And we'll catch you soon. Bye.
Hello, Julian. Nice and relaxing show. What's it all about then, Julian?
Well, it's to hymns and voluntaries. And
and a little bit of banter in between.
Do you enjoy doing your organ playing?
Yeah, when I get a chance and when it's going, yeah.
Is it your favourite hobby, or is it any other
Not my
hobbies?
most favourite, but it's something, isn't it?
Okay. So, have you got any other hobbies in the organ playing, or is that it? Is that the only ones?
Sports.
What sports? What sports? Is
Soccer.
it? What subject of sports do you?
Soccer.
So football, basically.
Yeah.
Is there any others, or is that it?
Snooker sometimes, and darts sometimes.
And Paul?
And Paul?
Oh, yeah, well, that comes from the snooker.
Just spray some of the stuff.
Oh, no, I don't need colour.
And I add your gherkin.
I did a four. Oh, you did a four. I did a four. I noticed it. Oh.
And that's on camera. That's funny. We're at the free magnets in Letchworth Garden City. Finally arrived. Let's crack on and eat our food.
No. Let's eat some carrots. Let's eat cats for the day.
Cats for the day. Or dead puppies. No, better not. Let's just watch EastEnders.
Yeah.
Look at the lovely pictures on the wall, aren't they fantastic to look at?
Wear a hat in the winter. Do you know what it does?
But it shines. Look at the beautiful water fountains here at Letchworth Garden City.
This is the Tour of Us gang, everybody. Hi.
Cool. We're going into the unknown. It's like a precinct of some kind here in Letchworth
Oh,
Garden
I
City.
think it is actually the
We're
precinct.
trying to get to
I've never
Iceland
been here
before it
before.
shuts. If we can. Otherwise
Where
we'll
we're
be
heading to.
gutted if we don't get there in time. That's the pound shop.
I wonder where Panda's going to. I wonder where Giuliani Buzz is going to.
You want in
Or
the
the
pound
man
shop?
behind the camera.
I've got to whiz in here and get something.
Look at the cyclist on the left.
Okay, we're all going in there now.
Yeah. Get some. Yeah, please do.
That's a harmonica, by the way.
That's the piano and organ we found here. Wow.
We're looking for an organ, actually.
There you
Not
go.
with a
Let's
small
go.
pedal
There's the
board
number at the
like
bottom.
that.
Cat that number. Yeah, Julie, it's all. These are all.
it's a nice
No,
organ, though.
no, that grey one at the front's an organ. I can
And
see
the
that because you've got
organ's
different
got
buttons to
bubble
press. And look at the pedals down the bottom. That's
There's a
definitely an
keyboard
organ.
there.
No, yeah, but that's not enough pedals.
Really? How many
Yeah,
pedals do
you
you need?
whole
See, we brought you in. We didn't know the shop, but now you know the shop.
And that at the bottom is an xylophone.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That one on the left-hand side is a harmonium.
I don't know what that is. That's a,
It's a wheel.
it's a wheel of
Yeah,
some kind.
on to the left-hand side is a harmonium.
Okay.
Wow. There you
Yeah.
go. There's the
Up the stepping stones.
Nick, you're missing the point, Nick. The
It's not open today anyway.
the thing times.
Okay.
Oh my god, is that thing moving?
That's the
or
times when it was open. Well, actually,
Comes
Monday
the
and
train.
Tuesday closed. That's the choo-choo, as in train.
We made it in the end.
How did we get to the other side that quick? But that was a harmonium, not harmonica.
What's that?
as I said.
The fast train.
Harmonica.
Busy one as well.
That's the train from London. We probably would have come from
Got to find
either
a
King's
space
Cross
somewhere.
or London Liverpool Street, which will head to Cambridge. Oh, lovely. So there we go, of course, Letchworth Garden City at its very highest there. I thought I'd do a little bit of commentary here because we've got a slideshow. Lovely picture of Panda Bear there, which is a new channel name. And there she is smiling with Giuliani Buzz. And yes, the man with the hat is me. And lovely pictures of Letchworth Garden City. Just remember where you see them. And the top plates, low rates, Weatherspoons of the 3 tons.
look at how well I put the video together. Don't worry, of course, my commentary is not on the previous episode. Look at the fireworks. I know it's Guy Fawkes Night coming up soon here in 2024, but there's Panda over there and a bit of Giuliani Buzz. But yeah, I actually took the sound off the camera and I used a special effect here using this brilliant software called VideoPad. And you can see the balloons coming up here, and that was actually taken at Chalkstone Way of Haverhill. The picture there with the sunset in the background. Latest with Nick C. And I'll be back before you can say I'm back already. Well, actually, I'll be back before you say, are you back already? Who likes the balloons? Give us a shout here, and hello to Panda Bear, our moderator in the chat tonight here. We've been going for 27 minutes on the clock here. As I say, this show is normally about an hour or so. Episode number 10. Oh, I'm back here? Oh, wow. That was just amazing. So quickly I'm back here in one foul sweep. And now I'm going to actually read to you some word of today, which some of you already got the magazine, which looks very similar to this. And it's in good condition before it gets scruffed up later down the line. But yeah, I will actually try and find something that is quite useful to read. I'd like, of course, one of the team members, of course, maybe an admin or a co-host or just maybe a Giuliani Buzz from the National Action Show to read out at some point. Maybe not tonight, but of course, maybe he can read another time one of these segments from Word of today, which is United Christian Broadcasters, basically a radio station which is run by volunteers based in Stoke-on-Trent, which is quite high up in the east of, well, no, it's not east of England actually, it's in the Midlands somewhere. You know, it's quite high up in the UK, near Scotland, or just before that actually. So, worship God with abandon, number 1. There is a second segment which we'll probably read towards the end of the programme. So, yeah. Shall we start with the Living God's Prayer before we go for this? Okay, Living God, draw us deeper into your love. Jesus, our Lord, send us to care and serve. Holy Spirit, make us heralds of good news and stir us, strengthen us, teach and inspire us to live your love with generosity and joy, imagination, courage for the sake of your world. And in the name of Jesus, amen. So, yeah, worship God with abandon, number 1. I'll try and read it to the best of my ability, okay? David danced before the Lord with all his might, and David was wearing a linen ephod, which is E-P-H-O-D. In 2 Samuel 6, David has just crowned king of Israel. He had defeated the Philistines actually, and recaptured Zion. Now he is bringing the Ark of the Covenant, the ultimate symbol of God's presence among his people, back to Jerusalem. After years of living without it, the sight of it overwhelmed David with joy, causing him to strip off his kingly robes and dance before the ark and abandon wearing nothing but loincloth, or loincloth actually it's pronounced. Yet when you get excited about God, don't expect everybody to get excited with you or understand your excitement. David's wife, Michal, was such a person. The Bible tells us 2 things about her. One, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through the window and saw King David leaping and whirling before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. Number 2, therefore, Michal had no children to the day of her death. Seemingly, worship is foolish, isn't it? Singing to somebody you can't see. Lifting up your hands to somebody you can't touch. Or, in David's case, failing to act with kindly dignity and decorum. An old proverb says, "Those who hear not the music think the dancer is mad." That's what's going on in this story. David hears the music and worships God with abandon. Michal doesn't and forfeits what she longs for most. Don't miss the point here. When you discount the critics and the naysayers and decide to worship God with all your heart, you begin to thrive spiritually. When you don't, you end up spiritually barren. Hopefully you understood that. I was trying to make headway of what some of the words were. I think it was expressing some sort of story of worship with the abandon. Of course, maybe they're thinking that God is still here, of course, even though you can't touch or see him. Maybe that's what it's explaining there. I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you are thinking about that right now. Is that a very, very good reader? Hi everyone, a very good evening to you all. That was of course the word for today's segment of Worship God with Abandon number 1. We might read another one later on in the system of showage, which is what we are watching right now. Just in case you are just switching on here, don't you dare go anywhere. We are right here on the one, so stay with the one that you are on. Okay, we are your government health warning, and don't say we didn't sort of warn you on that note. Yes, we have got something of interest to the public here before I go on to the next video, which I will be doing very, very shortly. Going on to the next video, I hope I'll be able to do that. Because there's another video that I wanted to show you. I think I've got it with me. Let's see if I have got it. I'll have to go back to me in a minute. If I go off screen, I do apologise. Oh, sorry. I thought I was Incredible Hulk there Linton with highlights. The eyebrows there. Oh, okay. So Linton highlights will be coming up very, very soon. Sorry about the blank screen there. I will have to. Yeah, that's going back to Letchworth. Don't really want to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to have to put it on the next screen in just a moment. So please do stay with us. Now, I'm drinking a fresh can here. And, of course, I have got somebody's bottle of water here. Does anyone recognise that? From Costa Coffee earlier. And, of course, I've got one of these as well. Which you might be familiar with as well. It's all in this bag here. Come and collect tomorrow. Okay. Panda Bear. Hi Panda Bear. Hi Nick. Hi Julian. Hi Panda Bear. So you're saying hi to yourself there. So before we go to, of course, the highlights of the video that I did yesterday, I'll do more commentary on this particular line. Otherwise it would be very boring and it would be the same as the previous episode, which was episode number 9. Before we go there, we've got a, I would say, gamble responsibility. Of course, this leaflet here has been found in one of the betting shops in Suffolk. So of course there are many tools to help you stay in control of your gambling. If you need assistance, the shop team will help you and be on hand. And there is a national gambling helpline, 0808 8020 133, gamecare.org.uk. here for it. Obviously, I can't advertise where I've got it from, but of course, it will actually give you some sort of tools of, how to control your gambling. Keep gambling affordable. Gambling at, of course, any betting shop, it doesn't have to be this one here in the leaflet, should always be fun, healthy, and sustainable. That's how we'd like to keep it. Of course, there are some useful tips to help you stay in control. Think ahead, consider how much you can actually afford to gamble. Bet smartly as well. Don't chase your losses if things don't go your way. So if things are basically not going your way, then don't chase your losses. That's what it's basically telling you there. And keep it fun. If you're getting angry or upset, take a break. Click on the Safer Gambling link on the app. Or, of course, there are some betting shops that have websites for more information. And a wide range of self-help tools to support you, such as spending controls, reality checks, a budget calculator, banks that provide gambling blocks, or self-assessment tool. The self-assessment tool provides you with a series of 1 to 10 to be able to determine and if they apply to your own gambling behavior, which may indicate an underlying concern. These can include, or these actually include, sometimes I lose track of time when I'm gambling. I devote time to my gambling when I really should be doing something else. Sometimes I gamble with money that really should have been used for something else. As part of their commitment to safer gambling, they may ask you, some questions around come on, let's get this right. Affordability before accepting your bets. And please note that this is your best or at your best interests in mind to ensure that your betting is affordable, so do it right this time, to you, and that you are comfortable with the level that you spend. So yeah, you can actually self-exclusion, they call it, which is a tool available for those who wish to stop gambling completely. Of course, if you feel that you are spending too much time or money gambling, then you may wish to consider entering into a voluntary self-exclusion agreement. Here are 2 available options: multi-operator self-exclusion scheme, MOSES. If you want to self-exclude from more than one bookmaker of your local area, you should call 0800 294 2060 for further information about the scheme, which is available on, of course, https://self-exclusion.co.uk. Of course, Ladbrokes Coral Self-Exclusion Agreement. If you want to enter into a self-exclusion agreement converting your local Coral and Ladbrokes shops only, please ask a member of the shop team who will take you through the details. Whichever option you take, it is up to you to observe your agreement and refrain from entering those shops during the period in question. So, of course, basically you've got to refrain from entering those shops in the period in question. Of course, they will, however, take responsible steps to identify you and prevent you from gambling in those shops covered by your agreement and any other where you may be known to the local shop team. For further information on self-exclusion, please ask a member of your local shop team. And, of course, you can click on the Safer Gambling link on the app or website, and gamecare.org.uk/self-exclusion exclusion. So there you go. There is a scan code up there, which is basically what you scan with your QR code on your phones here. If you don't know what a QR code here, it directs you to a website of some kind as well. So that's pretty cool as well. So, yeah, a massive hello to you. Hello, Alex Clouds. Of course, I don't know if he's in the chat. But, yeah, a massive hello to anyone here. We are now going to go on to our Linton video here for those people who don't know anything about what we're about to show you here, and I'll talk you through it. It is something secret that I actually filmed in 2021. It is a nice and relaxing sort of area. But, of course, we didn't bring you anything from the Nice and Relaxing show to actually put on the air. But, of course, that's just one of those things here. So we're going to go to that, of course, segment, which, of course, is a video segment. And, of course, it's from the 3rd of April, 2021. Please do enjoy this. And please do react at the back of the video. Here we go. So, yeah, it should be coming up now. Oh, sorry. I thought I was Incredible Hulk there with the eyebrows there. Anyway, of course, welcome to the reminiscing of, yes, a live stream that actually took place in 2021. I can tell you the date that it is probably the actual date. It was live stream at the time, and it was via Facebook at the time before we started going on to YouTube. So, yeah, fascinating to know that. And we did actually mention touring with us towards the end. This live stream is edited for perfection reasons, okay? So the reason why it's edited, because there's a lot of sort of words that I got stumbled at the time, because I was a little bit sort of nervous about doing live streams at that very much point. So, yeah. Live, you always tend to make a lot of mistakes. That's the only difference between live and highlights. Whereas highlights, of course, you can cut it out at any point. That's the difference. So that's something you need to know for the future. It's not often that we actually get beautiful weather all the time. We had that beautiful weather on Monday, if you remember rightly. Looks like a farmyard, this sort of area, doesn't it? The thatched kind of roofs. I don't know what you think they are, but do let us know in the comments. That's what it's all about. Okay, yeah, so we take you on a little bit of a journey here, and of course I'll sort of turn the sound down because, you know, we played most of it yesterday. Look at that wall, isn't that sort of amazing? I'm sure it's got some history attached to that. I really have to say that. We're coming up to St Mary's Church of Linton here. At the time of this, it wasn't open because of COVID. And, of course, it was only social distancing at the time, which I felt very, very uneasy at the time. And the reason why I felt uneasy, because we weren't allowed to do certain amount of things. For example, we weren't allowed to, of course, walk any further than 1 hour at a time. It was under the Boris Johnson scheme, and that caused a lot of problems because, you know, you couldn't really see friends and you couldn't really see anyone. Everyone was locked in their own room as if we were in like prison cells. That's what it felt like at the time. Let's hope that never ever happens again. But of course, we are coming up to the beautiful church itself, and this church, I seem to remember, was actually opened at the time, but it was only due to social distancing rules at that time. But obviously, I will come back again. It was open to, of course, social distancing. It had all the rules there, as you could see there. And yeah, I did actually go inside, but I didn't take the camera in. I was too apprehensive to do that. But maybe next time I will come down to Linton again and retrace those steps of, you know, the steps that, of course, we did going past this beautiful little building here. As you see, the Linton live stream came from Facebook, 3rd of April 2024. I wonder what that door was for. I hadn't the faintest idea. Maybe it's just a side door or something. And of course, we're coming through the graveyard now. And of course, yeah, please do give this live stream a thumbs up. It really helps boost the channel to a great degree. I can see some daffodils, and it proves it was actually done in April. And there's another door to get into the church. Some churches are in the middle of nowhere, such as Borley of Essex, but this one is in a village. So I don't know whether this one in particular is going to be haunted at night, especially at Halloween, with all the trees and the bushes and all that kind of thing. But yeah, if you're in a place where it's like in the middle of nowhere, it's going to be more scarier than an actual village one. But make sure you bring your torches. That's all I can say if you are going to be going ghost hunting in Halloween. But actually, I wouldn't actually do it myself, you know, because you never know what things could be around the corner. So we're coming out of the graveyard and we're going to head into a lovely, beautiful, peaceful area. Now, this area that I noticed for the first time, I never knew it was here. And I seem to remember quite well, actually. And it's called the Community Peace Garden. Do come in, as I'm pointing to the sign there. And it's not often that you actually get a free garden to sit in, free of charge. It's actually better than going to the Chelsea Flower Show in London. That's what I said at the time, actually. And you've got the lovely benches, as you can see here. Isn't that just marvellous? It's almost like a bus shelter in there, but of course, at least when it's raining, you can actually sit down where I'm actually pointing the camera there. But yeah, it's a lovely, beautiful garden to sit in and, you know, do your prayers and just escape from, you know, the unknown. So yeah, it's quite a nice little area, actually. Yeah, wow. It's got a sort of shed there, so if it rains, at least you'll be sheltered in that sort of section there. And you can see a little bit of the flowers there. I don't know how many people of Linton have actually spotted it. Maybe the locals have, or maybe, of course, people that visit Linton haven't actually spotted it. They do have two pubs in the village of Linton that I can tell you about. The Wagon and Horses, which is in the High Street, and also the Dog and Duck, which is a nice little area. Both expensive areas, but of course I think one is just for drink only, the Wagon and Horses, and the Dog and Duck is for like fish and chip meals and things like that. Would cost around about £10 to £15 these days. And I did manage to say hello to some people along the way, which is quite nice as well. Now, of course, this reminds me of East Town Park in Haverhill. If you've not been to East Town Park in Haverhill, do check it out. This actual bridge reminds me of that. How fascinating is that? It's really amazing. Are you still watching, of course, Panda Bear? Because I see somebody else is watching in the chat, but I don't know who else is. But yeah, you can see the river from both sides here. And this field stretches out onto the main A1307, which, of course, you can't really see the road from here. But, of course, behind the trees is actually where the X13 from Haverhill to Cambridge actually goes past on the bypass. But, yeah, you can see me talking there. Of course, if you notice there, I had that coat, and apparently somebody chucked it into a bin. Yeah, I wonder who done that. I wonder, as I wonder, Well, we're getting too early for Christmas, aren't we, here in 2024? By the way, I'm actually talking live here from Saturday the 26th of October 2024. A massive, massive warm hello to you all. I actually prefer narrating than actually doing presenting, because I'm looking at myself, you know, when I'm actually live, that is. And this is not a live, obviously, but yeah. Lots of different walkways which we can try out at a later stage. So, of course, yeah, something to bear in mind in the future. You can see it was an overcast day. And I was actually told off for actually travelling somewhere. But, of course, I think a lot of people did actually travel in cars. So how come they got away with it? And, of course, I was classed as one of the vulnerable, actually, at the time, but I can't believe that, of course, I wasn't allowed to go out certain places. It was just amazing. I was only allowed to go. Oh, well, actually, I wasn't even allowed to go to Esso. You know, it was that sort of bad. And you know, it was just a, you know, a treat to go to Esso. But I did actually go to Keddington, which is the village, about a 45-minute walk from Haverhill to Keddington. Amazing. So, yeah, thank you very much for anyone that has watched in, by the way. This is a lovely little walk area. And, of course, you need to take your pictures very, very quickly along here. Pretend you're playing tennis. A light-hearted joke there. Got to do it quick from both sides here. As I walk slowly here, and you can see the riverside here on the right-hand side here. And you can see pretty much the reflection here. And, of course, the editing part there. I did actually use an iPhone SE camera, so yeah, that's the other side of the river and the nice reflection there. That's why it kind of like reminds me of Eastham Park in Haverhill. If you've never been to Eastham Park, do check it out. Then you know exactly what I mean. We do have loads of videos of Eastham Park, so please do check them out. We may even do a video of Eastham Park at some point. We have done so many lives there, so yeah, we're not going to bother too many lives there. We did actually venture to a lovely pub called the Red Lion in Sturmer, which is the village next on from Haverhill. And this is another little green area here where I saw some dogs in the distance, some people walking their own dogs, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's quite really fascinating here. Shall we have a listen to what I said at the time here, of course, so that we can sort of reminisce those times. Open to visitors, only social distancing visiting. So I can't work out why other churches are not doing the same thing. So, yeah, basically what I was saying is that there was social distancing available in that church. At least that church was actually open at the time. But other churches at this very point of time in 2021 were not open, you know, and I don't know what other churches were open at the time, but of course the time that I was at in 2021, of course the only church that was available and open was actually this church that I'm talking about, which is St Mary's of Linton. Obviously it's open to this modern day a few years later on. But, yeah, I'll have to take some pictures inside if I do visit Linton Church. You know, I'm sure it'll be open to the public. But, of course, it depends on what day you visit, because there might be services in the church or actually an evensong or something like that. It depends on how busy the church is. But during the week, it's probably easier than weekends, obviously, because there might be weddings on Saturdays as well. With us on our YouTube channel. I think I meant touring with us there. If you already have an account with that, you can actually support our channel there, and you can subscribe to us free of charge. Nick Dean has been tuning in, and of course hello to you. Also Kim Smith as well, and Katie Brooks as well, which has been watching earlier. Go in there and let us know later. Good idea. Maybe I could have a little bit of a walk around when I switch off the live stream cameras. Thank you very much for letting me know that. And of course, I might even take snippets of pictures, but of course, that will be just only snippets. But thank you very much for watching. We'll leave you with the last pictures of the beautiful garden and possibly the church. And maybe we might fit in the Tranquility River of the highest order. Till next time, take care, and tap, tap, tap for now. Bye-bye. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. I really, really have admired the actual, the little walk that I have done today. How amazing is that? I'm going to actually try and put a bit of background here if I can. Can we put a background here? Can we do something anyway? There we go. course we can. Okay, let's put this in the chat as well. Alright, okay everybody, of course this is Ambient Sound number 1. And our things that we have used for the latest Wednesday, and I can actually say it's now called Feeling of Love. Do check that out on YouTube. And let's say something really nice about this actual piece of music that you're listening to right this minute here. Right, okay, so of course, listen to this very carefully. So as you listen to this beautiful music here on your Saturday night here, or whatever night you are listening here, just go to that happy place here. Just absolutely brilliant. Okay, and of course, just relax. Well, you can actually relax with my beautiful face there, as of course some people might think it in that sort of style there. So yeah, let's bring it back to me now, and of course let's see if I can find myself here. Let's knock it down here. I've got to find myself here, and I'll take that off. So yeah, absolutely brilliant here, and of course it's nearly time up, and it's almost time to bring a close to the show for this evening. But of course, as always, anyone is welcome to actually donate anything that they have towards touring with us using the GoFundMe link. All right, okay, what we'll do is remind you about, of course, we're talking about 5 people that donate £5.50. Each one of you will receive a coffee or tea from the app of any Wetherspoons that you may well be in. So that's your prize there. Without a cold coming through my throat here, I was almost about to splurt it out there. But of course, like I say, if anyone is interested, all proceeds go towards touring with us to help us make more of this in the future. I'm getting very gassy here, but of course, before I start getting even more gassy, I'm starting getting to go a little bit worse here. I'd like to thank you all for watching here. It's been a pleasure doing this actual show for the first time here. I know there's not a lot of talking that I've actually done, but most of you have done a lot of listening, and of course listening to some interesting stuff along the way here. I really do appreciate everyone watching at any time here. Thank you very much indeed for those who have watched here. I'm now going to actually read you the last segment of the word for today. Okay, let's get straight onto it, because time is the enemy here, and like I say, we only got a short space of time in 1 hour. So it is Worship God with Abandon number 2. I will celebrate before the Lord. True worship calls for being less self-conscious, okay, and self-absorbed, and more God-conscious and God-absorbed. After watching him dance before the Lord, David's wife gave him an earful. How the King of Israel has distinguished himself today, going around half naked in full view of the slave girls of his servants, as a vulgar fellow word. To which David replied, "It was before the Lord who chose me. He appointed me ruler over Lord's people, Israel. I will celebrate before the Lord. I will become undignified, humiliated in my own eyes. David provides us with a picture of pure worship. Worship is undressing. It's taking off the things in which we find our identity and security outside our relationships with Christ. It's a reminder that our own righteousness is like filthy rags in the sight of God. Worship is not about what we can do for God, but what God has done for us. He has loved us, saved us, and clothed us in the righteousness of Christ. It's the truth that inspired hymnist Charles Wesley to write, "Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing my great Redeemer's praise." The Bible says we can praise God in 9 different ways: speaking, shouting, singing, clapping our hands, playing musical instruments, raising our hands before the Lord, kneeling, lying prostrate in his presence, and dancing before him. David said, "I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth." And he tells us why. "I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears." And delivered me from all my fears. So the word for today is worship with abandon. Brilliant. Okay, that, my all-weather friend, is just about it for the actual show here. I'm actually going to say a huge thank you so much for everyone that has tuned in today. It has been really, really, really fantastic that you have stood by the channel today. It really means a lot. Each one of you have been brilliant. 2 thumbs up, which means a lot, a huge lot each time, and we can't thank you enough for that. And yeah, hello to everyone that has tuned in today and made it possible. Without you people, we can't do a program like this. So here's the end of the episode number 10, and playing you out with the tunes, of course, will fill you up, and of course fill you up with relaxation, hopefully. And we've got disco with a catchy feeling coming up, and then of course music, all and both by Teddy J, August of 2015. The music one is courtesy of Music Generated 2, and the disco with a catchy feeling is actually Music 2000, courtesy of that. Wherever you may be, have yourself a truly and deeply wonderful time from me, Nick C. For the latest with Nick C, episode number 10, we'll say cheerio for now. Stay safe. Yep, definitely stay safe, and God bless to you all, and we'll see you next time. Anything can happen when it's live here, especially when you press the wrong button there, so I do apologise about that. But yeah, of course, it is a disco with a catchy feeling. How cool is that? How definitely cool is that? Okay, it's the original non-vocal of 2009. I remember where you heard it. And we got music by Teddy J of 2015. Stay with us. Your party continues. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has watched in tonight. And beginning to sound like a radio presenter here. I really feel that sort of way here. Yumi and this wonderful music here. Maybe touring with us, may do a couple of episodes of dance music on Mixcloud one day. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Maybe we'll do a December series of dance music. We'll see how it goes. And remember, everything that you, of course, hear on the show, you can listen to all over again. And we'll do it all again in episode number 11 very, very shortly. So please do stay with her on. You're on, or stay with the one you're on, or keep with the one you're on, whatever you like to call it. There we go. Of course, this is magical here, and of course, it's called music.
Music. Music.
And don't forget to subscribe to Touring With Us if you haven't already. We'll see you